I'm about to do your Taurus May 2021 love reading, and in this reading we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you. Taurus, what's going on with you? Come on in, have a seat, make yourself comfortable. My name's Alan from UnknownTruthTarot.com. Welcome back to another Taurus love reading. Now, if this is your first time here and you have questions that you want answered about your romantic love life or your relationship, then start now by subscribing and clicking the bell icon so you always get notified anytime I post a new Taurus tarot reading for you. Now, let's get on with this Taurus May 2021 love reading for today, because today we're going to take a look at how your romantic person of interest really feels about you here in May 2021, what they're thinking about you, what their beliefs are about you. Then we're going to take a look at what their intentions are toward you here in May 2021, as well as what their most likely actions are going to be toward you. Then I'm going to finish the reading off by getting you some advice from the universe on how to best navigate the situation you're finding yourself in with this person. What you should do, what you shouldn't do, how you should navigate this so it works out in a way that's best for you. Now, just keep in mind, as always, that this is not a personal reading, this is a general reading, which means I'm not tapping into your specific energy as an individual person. I'm tapping into the collective energy of the group of Taurus people that I'm supposed to be getting messages for. Now, it really means that this isn't going to resonate with literally every Taurus on the whole planet all at the same time, because I'm not reading for every Taurus on the planet. I'm reading for my specific group of Taurus people that I'm responsible for getting messages for. Now, it's also important to keep in mind in general readings like this that energies can get flipped around backwards from time to time, especially for cross watchers. So if you're not a Taurus and you're just watching this reading because you got the hots for a Taurus and you want to know what's going on with them, I'm cool with that. Just keep in mind, though, that especially for cross watchers, energies can get flipped around backwards. So you just got to take it as it resonates. Now, regardless of how this reading resonates for you, you still might want to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign videos, just because they can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And you can find the links to those videos in the description down below. Now, enough talking. Let's get on with this Taurus May 2021 love reading, and let's start by getting 3 cards for what is it that Taurus's romantic person of interest is really feeling about Taurus here in May 2021. How do they really feel about Taurus, please? Let's get 3 cards. How does this person really feel about Taurus in May 2021? Oh, there's one. Let's get one more for how do they feel about Taurus, please. Holy cow. Well, very interesting. Very, very interesting. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. This is where it all comes crashing down. This is a very abrupt shift in something in terms of how they're feeling about you. This is usually not such a great card. Most people get freaked out when they see the Tower. The question that usually runs through people's mind is, why is this happening to me, when they run into a Tower moment? Now, this is card 16 of the Major Arcana. In numerology, you would take that 16, the 1 and the 6, and you add those together to get 7. 7 is the number of the divine. So that means that this isn't something happening to you or your person. This is something happening for you. So the divine is stepping in, the universe is stepping in, God, however you want to view that, is stepping in to remove a structure from your life that's not serving you anymore. This is looking pretty bizarre here. This, in terms of how your person's feeling about you, either things have changed or they feel like this whole thing with you has come apart at the seams here. Yeah, we got the 10 of Wands right under that, Sagittarius energy. This is a heavy burden to your person. They're feeling the burden. They're feeling the weight of this situation. Now, 10s in tarot represent completion, so this is the completion of some heavy burden. So this could be telling me that they felt like the connection was a heavy burden and it came apart, which completed that burden for them. Or this is telling me that this thing coming apart with you has created a heavy burden for them, and they're just not quite to the point where they feel like they can lay that burden down just yet. Queen of Swords right under that, Libra energy. This is she who knows the truth. Now, the Queen of Swords will offer to let you speak your truth, The problem is she already knows the truth. So the truth you speak to her, it better match the truth she already knows, or she's going to use that sword to cut you. So this is an energy of speaking the truth about something, but it's also an energy of cutting off the things and the people that are no longer in your best interest. So it's looking, oh yeah, right under that we have some Taurus energy here with the Five of Pentacles. This is a card of abandonment. This is about being cast aside. This is about being left out in the cold. This is a breakup card. So it looks like you guys had some sort of a breakup here. Things came apart. It's burdensome to your person. It looks like you cut them off and cast them aside, left them out in the cold. At least that's how they're feeling about it. Now, also in their feelings for you here in May 2021, Taurus, we have the Wheel of Fortune, Death, and the Devil. Now, when I kept saying, well, this is interesting, the first thing that occurred to me is we got 3 major arcana cards out for the first 3 cards out in the reading. In their feelings, all 3 major arcanas. This is very big time energy. This is potent, powerful energy. And then right here on the bottom of the deck, we have a 4th major arcana card. So the first 4 cards that I could see in this reading are all very strong, very powerful energies here. That means this is some significant event that has occurred, or is about to occur, one of the two. This Wheel of Fortune represents divine timing. This is the Wheel of Fate, the Wheel of Destiny. So this can mean some fated event. This could be a change in the luck and fortune of this connection. Clearly, there's a change in this connection. We have a very abrupt foundation rocking event happening right here with this tower. This can be the universe or the divine or spirit, or however you want to look at that, turning this wheel in the background, trying to make sure things line up the way they're supposed to, so that what's supposed to happen actually does happen. Like I said, this 16, you add that together, you get 7. That is the number of the divine stepping in to remove something that's not meant for you, that's not where you're supposed to be. So it's entirely possible that's what's going on. Like, what's supposed to happen is going to happen. It's going to happen in divine timing. So whenever it's damn good and ready, that's when it's going to happen. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do to speed things up. At least this is how your person's feeling about it. The next card in their feelings for you, Taurus, is Death. This is the Scorpio major arcana card. I guess I didn't tell you this. In terms of zodiac signs, this would represent the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac, which would be Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. You're a Taurus. We already saw a Taurus card down here with this 5 of Pentacles. It's being cast aside, left out in the cold. Now we've got a Scorpio card out here in Death. This is a transformation in something. This is an ending to something. This is about something dying so that it can be reborn again in a new, more beautiful way. Massive transformation process taking place. Like, if you think about when a caterpillar turns into a butterfly, it goes into a cocoon and it's not having fun in there. It's dying. It's transforming into something entirely different. When it comes out of that cocoon, it ain't a caterpillar anymore. It's something new. So this represents some sort of a painful transformation process taking place. At least that's how your person's feeling about it. Final card in their energy for how they feel about you in May 2021, Taurus, is the Devil. This is Capricorn energy. This is a heavy toxic energy. This is addiction. This can be obsession. This can be being trapped by something, or at least your person feeling like they're trapped by something, feeling like there's something that they can't escape, something very heavy that they can't quite get away from. But that's not really the case, though, because the devil only has the power over you that you choose to give to it by your fears, by refusing to look at the situation, by refusing to face this for what it actually is. This is more of a situation where your person has created something and they feel like they're trapped by it, but they're not really trapped. I mean, look at the card. These people are here with the devil when they're not chained up. They could just get up and walk up these steps and leave. The only thing keeping them there is their fear, their unwillingness to look at the situation for what it is. This oftentimes can represent an element to your person's shadow, as in something about themselves that they don't like, that they have refused to deal with, that they're kind of like repressed and shoved down into the shadow because they don't want to deal with it, they don't want to admit to it, they don't want to face it. If that's the case, this has created a situation in their life that it is controlling them, even though it shouldn't be. They've given it that power. So some big time transformation taking place. I feel like your person had some sort of negative energy about them, or they're feeling that way about you. And that's caused some sort of a tower moment. It's caused some sort of a heavy burden that they're carrying. It looks like you did the cutting off. It looks like you cut them off, you cast them aside, you abandoned them. However you want to view that, that's how they're viewing it. Now, that's their feelings for you here in May 2021. What are they thinking about you? What does this person think about Taurus in May 2021, please? Okay, we'll put these back. What is this person thinking about Taurus in May 2021, please? All right, make sure nothing else flipped over there. It didn't. Get one more on the thoughts about Taurus in May 2021, please. Okay, we're going to take two more. Oh, I see. I see. On the bottom of the deck, 9 of Wands, Sagittarius energy. We already saw the 10 of Wands, which is Sagittarius energy. Now we're going backwards to the 9. This is a card of being walled off and defensive. Now, this is also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior. And he's built this wall around himself as a way to protect himself because he's been hurt. He doesn't want to be hurt anymore. He's trying to heal. He's trying to get his energy right so he can make the next step in his journey. Hence this wall. It's to protect himself. So if this is your person, that is rare. That usually does not happen. Okay, I see why now. We have the 5 of Wands here showing itself. This is Leo energy. 5s are conflict. Wands represent desires, passions. So this is a conflict in your person's desires. In terms of the way they're thinking about this, they're feeling like, or they're thinking that you're walled off and defensive, or they're thinking about building this wall and defending themselves, trying not to get hurt. I feel like they're looking at this like, woe is me, I've been cast aside, left out in the cold. This is all no good for me. They're looking at it from like a victim mentality. They've built this wall to protect themselves, and they're internally conflicted here. This is like a conflict in their desires. Like a piece of them is probably wanting this connection back with you, is what it looks like. And then another piece of them is like, nah, dude, this is over. This wheel has turned. It's not going to be this anymore. They're internally conflicted about it. They're having this internal game of tug of war. They're pulling themselves in multiple different directions all at the same time here. Yeah, based on that tower that happened, based on everything coming apart. Yeah, I think that's caused an internal conflict. It's got them burdened again. Yeah, so it's going to tell me that same story again. The 3 cards that landed face up on the table are the World, the Star, and the 3 of Pentacles. The World is the final card in the Major Arcana. This represents the ending of one cycle and the beginning of a beautiful new cycle. That is another meaning for this Wheel of Fortune, the changing in cycles. We have something coming to an end, definitely something coming to an end, and something new beginning here. Next we have the Star. This is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. Sometimes this is a card of wish fulfillment. It does not feel that way to me at all in this case. This is also card 17 of the Major Arcana. This is the card that comes immediately after the Tower in the Major Arcana. So you don't ever make it to the Star energy without going through some sort of a Tower moment first. This is the guiding light from the universe that shows up to light your way after a Tower moment happens. It's like when everything comes crashing down and you don't have the slightest clue what to do from here. You can't see your way moving forward. This is the light from the universe that shows up to light that path for you. It's where your healing comes from. It's where your hope comes from. Now, in a love reading, this can signify that your person viewed you as some sort of a gift to them from the universe. They thought that you were the one for them, but it's like that cycle has come to an end now. They're walled off and defensive. I feel like they're totally internally conflicted, because part of them is like, yeah, this is over, and then another part of them has the hope that this can be fixed. Part of them is looking at you like you're the one for them, like you're a gift from the universe, and another piece of them is looking at you like you're the damn devil, like you did this to me almost. And they're feeling that burden, that's for sure. The final card that kind of jumped out here is the Three of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is teamwork, collaboration, working together as equals to build something of value, to build something great. What you would be working together to build here is the Ten of Pentacles, that maximum stability and abundance and prosperity that we all want. I feel like a piece of them thinks, yes, this is over, but then another piece of them is trying to have the hope that they can heal this, that they can somehow continue to work together with you. But there's this energy here in the way of being walled off and defensive. Now, for their actual thoughts about you, Taurus, here in May 2021, we have the Hanged Man, we have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and we have the Four of Cups. Now, the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. This is progress being halted. There is no forward movement here. Things are stagnated. Now, the Hanged Man is hanging upside down because he's looking at things from different perspectives than he would normally look at things from. Different points of view, different angles. And he's doing that trying to gain enlightenment on something. He's doing that trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. Your person is hurt, and they've built this wall around themselves, and they're trying to heal here. There's an ending to a cycle for sure, and they're trying to look at things from different perspectives. Next, we got, I'm just going to read these two together, the King and Queen of Wands. This is fire sign energy. Usually this is like Sagittarius or Leo, Aries or Leo. This is like two people who are very bold, very passionate, fiery, determined type people. The King and Queen of Wands both know exactly what they want, and they both go after it with bold, passionate, fiery determination. It's rare that the King and Queen of Wands don't get what they want just because of how determined they are. Now, the Queen of Wands is someone who's very sexy and vivacious. She has a black cat here, which represents being very intuitive. The King of Wands is usually somebody who's good looking, somebody who's charming, somebody who is pretty capable of getting people to follow them. This would normally represent counterparts, like a power couple. These are two cards that are supposed to be together. And for me, that usually represents two people who are probably supposed to be together. We've seen the star, your person viewing you as the one for them. But if you look at how these cards are positioned here, the Queen has her back turned to the King, and vice versa, the King has his back turned to the Queen. So this is telling me there's trouble in paradise here. There's definite trouble here. We have stagnation, at least in how your person's thinking about it. Your person's thinking about it almost like, yeah, you turned your back on me. That's why things are stagnated. I'm getting the impression that they're viewing this like this is your fault. You did this. You got your back turned to me. You did this. I'm getting that strong victim mentality feeling here. The final card in their thinking about you, Taurus, is the Four of Cups. This is Cancer energy. This is emotional discontentment, as in they're not happy with these three cups that they have. So much so that they're thinking about this other thing that might bring them more happiness, more contentment. Or this is what they think of you. They think you aren't content, you aren't emotionally happy, and you are daydreaming about this other thing that might make you more happy. And if you look at how these cards are laying on the table, the Queen is looking right up at that cup. So that tells me that they're thinking this is how you are thinking right now. You're not happy with this situation with them. That's probably why you turned your back on them. You've got this other thing that they think you're thinking about, you're putting your mental focus on. Now, another thing that this card could mean is that there is a love offer on the table between the two of you already, and it just hasn't been accepted or rejected yet. It's just kind of been left hanging here in the air. This could also tell me that your person is thinking about making a love offer to you, but they're just not doing it, probably out of fear of rejection. They've almost got their nose stuck up in the air here. Well, that's their feelings and their thoughts about you here in May 2021, Taurus. Let's take a look at what their beliefs are about you. What does this person believe about Taurus in May 2021? Thank you. On the bottom of the deck, Four of Swords, Libra energy. This is about taking a pause, taking a rest, taking a break. It's about choosing to go internal, to do some healing, to do some thinking about something, trying to figure out what to do moving forward. So I've got 2 fours out here now. I'm almost feeling like a part of them thinks that you have this other love offer somewhere else, and that's where your focus is. A piece of them is thinking about making a love offer to you, but they're not doing it. Instead, they're trying to take a pause, trying to heal right now. Or they believe that you are taking a pause, trying to heal now. You are trying to figure out what to do moving forward. Right under that, we've got the 10 of Pentacles. That's like maximum stability, maximum abundance, maximum prosperity. This is like building a legacy. We saw that 3 of Pentacles, that teamwork and collaboration. You'd be working together to build this. Yeah, but that's up in the air right now. That's up in the air right now. We have a 2 of Pentacles next, Capricorn energy. This is an energy of like, it's balance, but it's more about being off balance. It's about trying to maintain balance or trying to regain their balance after balance has been thrown off. This is like a 1 foot in, 1 foot out type of an energy where they're not sure what to do. They're weighing their options. They're looking at the pros and cons. Or this is what they believe about you. This is like asking questions like, do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? That's what they're trying to figure out. How to get back to this 10 of Pentacles with you. Do I or don't I make this love offer? If I do, will they accept it? Won't they accept it? Almost like there's a lot of back and forth feeling energy. I saw that 5 of Wands. That's an internal conflict. They're pulling themselves in multiple different directions at the same time. Concerning something about the stability, I've got that 10 of Coins or 10 of Pentacles here and the 4 of Wands here. 4s are about stability. So this is the 3rd 4 I've seen in the past 4 cards, it looks like. So this is, 4s are about stability. This is stability of the home life, stability of the family life, stability of this connection between the 2 of you. These 4 wands represent 1111, which is the number of manifestation. This is really a card about celebrating something actually getting manifested into the physical 3D reality. I don't feel like that is actually happening, though. It's something to do with the stability for sure, because we've got the 10 of Pentacles. We've got them trying to regain their balance, to regain their stability. We've got the 4s, 3 4s here, which are about stability, stability of this connection, stability of the home life, the family life. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here, more Capricorn energy. And this is a very grounded, stable, abundant, nurturing type of an energy. This is who you build the 10 of Pentacles around. This is who manages the 10 of Pentacles. So that loving energy that's good at managing the assets and resources of the home and the family. This is all about stability. So I think your person believes you are the source of their stability, and they're trying to figure out what to do about this, how to heal this situation, and they're not sure. They're back and forth about it. They're 1 foot in, 1 foot out, or they believe you're 1 foot in, 1 foot out. To clarify here what their beliefs are about you here in May 2021, Taurus, we have the 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the High Priestess. Now this 9 of Swords is Gemini energy. This is an energy of thinking about something a lot, like having fears, worries, anxieties about what they're thinking about, having fears, worries, and anxieties behind what they're thinking about, and thinking about it that way so much that it's now to their detriment. It's starting to stress this person out. We saw that 10 of Wands twice, that heavy burden that they've been carrying. We've got this devil energy here. These cards together, and with this next one that I haven't quite explained yet, can definitely represent obsessive thinking about something, some sort of obsession, some sort of inability to face their fears, inability to face this piece of themselves that's kind of caused this problem, and now it's created a scenario that's actually controlling a piece of their life. Next we have the Eight of Swords. This is Gemini energy too. This is thinking about something on this repeating loop in their mind over and over and over again. Not sure what the safe step to take is, which is why they're thinking about it over and over again. And they're feeling stuck, trapped, and blocked because they don't know what the safe step to take is. This is mental anguish. And this is a self-imposed mental prison of their own thoughts. I can't shake the feeling that they have done something to create this. I don't know what they've done to create this, but they did something to create this. Next we have the High Priestess and their beliefs for you. This is She Who Knows. This is card 2 of the Major Arcana. She represents the unconscious mind. She represents the intuition, our connection to Source. This can represent divine guidance. This can even represent that, okay, she sits in front of the veil of consciousness. So she's got access to all the information that you and I as humans don't have access to. She can go behind that curtain anytime she wants to. So she literally knows everything. The problem with her is she doesn't always tell us everything. Sometimes there's stuff that we're just not meant to know. Sometimes there's stuff that we don't need to know until we need to know it. At which point, she'll clue us in through intuition, through gut feelings, through signs, synchronicities, repeating numbers, messages, dreams with messages in them. She'll clue you in subtle ways like that. This can represent that your person has this belief that there's something that they don't know, which could be what they're grinding on, could be what they're stuck in their head with all this fears and worries about. That's what it feels like. It feels like that they have got this idea in their mind that there's something going on, that you have your attention focused on some other cup, which is why your back is turned to them. I still can't shake the feeling that they feel like you caused this change. You caused this transformation in this connection. Like you've done this. You've become this devil energy here. They feel like you are in this devil energy. And they're thinking about it a lot. They can't quit thinking about it. They've gone internal to do some more thinking about it. Let's take a look at what their intentions are toward you here in May 2021, Taurus. What are this person's intentions toward Taurus in May 2021, please? Let's get one more of their intentions for Taurus, please. Okay, we'll take 2. I'm cool with that. I guess we're turning it right side up. I don't read reversals. So usually when a card lands in the reverse like this one did, I just automatically flip it upright. And if I'm not supposed to, I'm told immediately that I'm not supposed to. Nothing told me not to, so I'm taking it in the upright. Bottom of the deck, we got the Four of Swords again. Libra energy. This is them choosing to go internal, to take a pause, take a rest, take a break, trying to heal, trying to figure out what to do moving forward from here. They're off balance. What do I do? Do I or don't I? Should I or shouldn't I? Their stability is off balance, and I think they're looking at the pros and cons. They're weighing their options on how to try and get this stability back. And I feel like they're still stuck in their head. They're still doing a lot of thinking about it. At least this is in their intentions. In their intentions, we have the Tower, the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. And we've already seen this Tower. This is when everything came apart. Everything came crashing down. An abrupt shift, a foundation rocking event. Again, this isn't something happening to them. It's something happening for them. I just don't think they're viewing it that way. It's a Tower that happened to this Ten of Cups, this love connection between the two of you. This is like the pinnacle of the Cups suit. This is the happy fairy tale ending card. We saw the Star, them viewing you as the one for them. I feel like their happy fairy tale ending has come to a screeching halt. We've got Hanged Man out here. Progress is halted. We've got death. We've got the Wheel of Fortune, the Devil. They're stuck in their head about this. There has been a Tower to this love connection here, to the stability of this connection. Looks like from the Five of Swords energy. I guess I didn't tell you, this is Pisces energy. This is Aquarius energy. This is an energy of, well, fives are conflict. So this is a conflict in thinking, or this is a conflict in communication. So this could be a verbal conflict. This could be bickering, fighting, some argument, bitter words being spoken, using words like weapons, tongues like swords. This can be an energy of winning at all costs. In other words, like, I don't really care what happens to you as long as I get what I want. That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Could have been something like that. I've got the Devil out here in the same column of cards here. So, I still can't shake the feeling that they're thinking that you have done something to create this, when in reality there was some negative behavior on their part. This is like a betrayal almost. This is, at the very least, this is a painful situation that occurred, which is what caused this Tower moment in this love connection here. This is their intentions, though. Their intentions are to get back to this. It's like to go from this Tower to the happy fairy tale ending. But then we've got this winning at all costs mentality again. Like, I want this happy fairy tale ending. I'm intending to get this with you. And I don't care what has to happen. As long as I get what I want, that's the only thing that matters to me. How you feel about it isn't very relevant to them. They're intending to get this Ace of Cups, this new beginning in love and emotions. Now, it's obvious that you guys have been together already, and it's over. Death has been brought to this. There is no forward movement. There is no accepting of the love offer taking place. We've seen the Tower at least twice, probably more like 3 times now. They're intending to start over at square one with you in this love and emotions thing. And that's what they're trying to figure out how to do right now. They're looking at all their options. They're weighing their options on how to make that happen. At least that's their intentions. Now, we know how people are. What they intend to do, what they actually end up doing are sometimes very different things. So what are this person's most likely actions toward Taurus here in May 2021, please? What are their most likely actions going to be toward Taurus? You too, huh? Okay. We'll take it. On the bottom of the deck, we have the World again. Again, the final card of the Major Arcana. This represents like a simultaneous ending of one cycle and at the same time a beginning of a brand new cycle. And in terms of zodiac signs, this represents the 4 fixed signs: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. I've got Scorpio, I've got Leo. It's possible you're dealing with another fixed sign here, Taurus, or this is just your energy showing up in here. Let's see, I've got more Aquarius here, more Aquarius here. They're most likely to attempt to put an ending to this cycle of you guys being fighting and start this new cycle of this new beginning in love and emotions with you, start this new cycle of the Three of Pentacles. This is Capricorn energy. This is an energy of teamwork and collaboration, working together as equals to build something. They're going to attempt to end this cycle of you guys being apart and fighting and get back to this cycle of you guys working together as equals here. I've got this King of Swords energy though. This is Gemini energy. I've seen quite a bit of Gemini out here. Usually not the good end of Gemini either. This is like someone who's very smart, very analytical, very logical, but someone who is emotionally detached. Like they're not accessing their emotions in their decision making here. This is definitely a decision making energy, but it's someone who's doing that from an emotionally detached point of view. They don't care about the emotions behind what's going on. They don't care about the story behind what's going on. All they're looking at is what's right in front of them. I feel strongly like all they're looking at is what they want. I don't think they really give a damn what you want. It's more about what they want and trying to get what they want. And they're having some sort of an internal conflict in their desires here. They're pulling themselves back and forth, tug of war internally about what do I do? What is it that I'm trying to achieve? How do I get what I want? Yeah, because you're walled off and defensive from them. In their most likely actions toward you, Taurus, we have the Star again, the King of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Three of Wands. Now the Star is Aquarius energy. Like I said, this is a card of healing. It's a card of hope. This is the card that shows up immediately after a tower, and the way they're laying here on the table, tower happens and then this happens. Man, I'm almost getting the feeling like, dude, I want this back, and if it's not going to happen, then I'm intending to not be very pleasant toward you. We got a tower, a very positive 10 of Cups energy, right back to a very not positive 5 of Swords energy, right back to a very positive Ace of Cups energy. So it's like bad, good, bad, good. It's almost like there's a bunch of different wheels turning for this person. It's almost like they change constantly. It's what it feels like. I've got some devil energy here that they're blaming on you, but I feel strongly isn't you, it's them. And that's caused the transformation. It's caused the death to this connection. They're thinking that you got this other thing that would bring you more happiness, and that's where you're placing your focus. And in reality, that's not what stopped the progress. That's just what they think has stopped the progress. What stopped the progress is them. They've created their own prison here with this devil energy that they don't have the courage to face it for what it is. And I think deep down, intuitively, they know that they're the one with the problem. They're just not. They're keeping the blindfold on. They're choosing not to. They're staying in that self-imposed prison they've created themselves. They don't want to face reality here. And yes, that's caused a tower moment to this connection. It's caused a painful situation. And they're intending to have this new beginning with you, to start over at square one, to end this cycle and start this new cycle where things can be healed, where they're having the hope that this can be put back together. They're still like viewing you as the one for them. Also in their most likely actions is the King of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. This is someone who's very stable, very abundant and prosperous. Someone who's usually kind and generous, although I'm not really feeling that from them. It's possible that they are, and they're just running into a bad situation here. I guess it's possible. This King of Swords feels more like their energy, and this feels like, this could be saying that they're trying to heal this situation with you. This is a general reading. This is Virgo energy, but at times it can represent Taurus, especially in a general reading. I feel like this is your person, and if they're coming in this King of Pentacles type of an energy, it feels more like a facade. It feels like an act. It feels like some fake BS that they're presenting here. And just in an attempt to heal this, just in an attempt to get what they want because they think you're the one for them. Next we have the Fool in their most likely actions. Card 0 of the Major Arcana. The very first card of the Major Arcana, very first card of the Tarot deck. That 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. This is about taking the blind leap of faith on something, starting a new beginning on something, not needing to know what the steps are from beginning to end before they take the first step, not needing to know what the outcome is going to be before they take that first step. It's about just saying, you know what, screw it, I'm going for it. It's about jumping off the cliff and worrying about how to grow wings while you're on the way down, figuring this out as they move along. Now, we do have the World on the bottom of the deck. So we have the first card of the Major Arcana and the final card of the Major Arcana. This represents a complete cycle here. This is a completed cycle between the two of you guys. We have that backed up here with the very first card out in the reading, the Wheel of Fortune. This is the completion of some cycle. The wheel has spun all the way around. This is over. It's over. We've got death here. Got the Devil out here. This can be some sort of a karmic cycle that you have now completed, Taurus. When I have the Devil and the 5 of Swords in the same column of cards, this can be like a karmic cycle. This can be like, and the Wheel of Fortune out here. All 3 of these cards together to me is screaming, this is the karmic hamster wheel. This is some karmic lesson that you were supposed to have learned. This is something that's not happening to you, Taurus. This is something happening for you. There was a lesson for you to learn from this person. I feel like you have graduated now. You have learned the lesson. This cycle is complete. You've learned this lesson from this karmic person here. And the cycle is complete. We've got the full completed cycle here. But this person, looks like they're most likely to try and heal this situation, to try and either come in kind and generous and try and provide you with stability here and trying to take the leap of faith with you. We've got this 3 of Wands energy. This is Aries energy. This is like the beginning stages of manifesting something. In the 2 of Wands, the person on the card is at a fork in the road. They're at a crossroads, like a decision point about which path leads them to the world they want and which path do they leave behind. Well, in the 3 of Wands, that path has been chosen already. That decision's been made. They know which path leads them to the world they want. That's you. And they've already started actively taking steps down that path. And they've got this positive expectancy that something good is going to come out of the path they've chosen. Something good is going to come out of the actions that they're taking. It just hasn't materialized yet. It hasn't manifested into this physical 3D reality yet. They're still waiting on their ships to come in. So this is an energy of them like taking the leap of faith, going down that path, trying to heal this, and expecting that that's going to happen, but it hasn't happened. And they're waiting on it. Looks like your person's in a mess right now, Taurus. That's them. Let me scoot this over just a little bit here. Some more room. Let's get you some advice on how to navigate the situation with this person. What should you do? What should you not do? How should you kind of play this in a way so that it works out best for you? What is the advice for Taurus, please? Let's get 5 cards for Taurus on how they should navigate this situation with this person. Let's get 4 more, please. What is the advice for Taurus for May 2021? On the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. Pages are messengers. Cups are about love and emotions. So this is news and messages of love and emotions. This is an apology coming into you. This is the expressing of feelings coming into you. This is telling me that your person is going to come back here and they're going to try and express themselves to you. They're going to deliver messages to you, try and communicate with you about how they feel, potentially try and issue an apology to you in an attempt to get some commitment here. We have faith. This is card 5 of the major arcana. This is the Hierophant card. This deck just calls it faith for whatever reason. This is a Taurus card. They're definitely going to come expressing themselves to you, Taurus. This is a card of commitment. It's about taking things to the next level. So if you guys are separated, this is about them trying to get back together, communicating about trying to get back together. Part of your advice is the 9 of Wands. Card of being walled off and defensive. This is Sagittarius energy. This is also a card of healing. This is the wounded warrior. He's been hurt. He's built a wall around himself on purpose because he's been hurt. He's trying to protect himself. He's trying to make sure that he doesn't continue to get hurt. He's trying to make sure that he doesn't get hurt again so that he can heal, so he can get his energy right and be able to take the next step in his journey. Got the Hermit right under that, Virgo energy. And we saw that 4 of Swords for your person a couple times where they're choosing to go internal to try to heal something or try and figure something out. The Hermit is that on steroids. This is a card of withdrawal, a card of isolation. This is not something that you choose to do. This is something that you're kind of forced into. Usually you're forced into the Hermit energy via a tower happening, via some painful situation, which I'm definitely seeing out here. This is about you being forced to go inside to do some soul searching, to do some deep inner reflection, some deep contemplation, trying to figure out what to do moving forward for yourself, which is why that wall is there. It's to allow you to do this Hermit energy here. Going into the Hermit mode because of the 10 of Swords, Gemini energy. This is the one Gemini minor arcana that we've been missing so far. We've got this 8 of Swords out here. We've got the 9 of Swords out here. Now we have the final progression all the way up to the 10 of Swords. 10s are completions. This is a swift, painful ending to something. Sometimes this is an ending that you didn't see coming, hence the swords coming into the dude's back. Sometimes this is an ending in betrayal, hence the swords coming into the dude's back. No matter how you slice this, this is an ending to something. And that is what put you into Hermit mode here. Yeah, 5 of Swords. Like I said, I had this feeling that there was some painful situation that they did that caused this tower, that caused this whole connection to come apart at the seams, to come crashing down. And there it is again, Aquarius energy. Conflict, verbal conflict, conflicting communications, a fight, an argument, bitter words being spoken, using words as weapons, tongues like swords, a whole attitude about like the only thing that's important is what I want. I don't give a damn what you want. I don't give a damn how this affects you as long as I get what I want. That's the kind of energy I'm feeling off of this person. And I'm feeling like when they come back expressing this apology, trying to heal this situation, presenting themselves as the King of Pentacles, trying to take this leap of faith with you, I feel like it's going to be fake. It's not going to be real. This is not really their energy. This is the mask that they're wearing. Yeah, the Tower again. This is when it all comes apart. That's why they're still waiting. That's why we're at the ending to the cycle. I feel like you have learned your lesson and you're accepting that this is over with. This is not what's meant for me. This is not where I'm supposed to be. Again, first card out in the whole reading, the Wheel of Fortune. What's supposed to happen is going to happen, and there ain't shit you can do about it. What's supposed to happen is this is supposed to come apart. This is the divine stepping in, removing a structure from your life that's not serving you. That's not where you're supposed to be. That's not what was meant for you. And the divine is removing it on your behalf. Usually when we hit a tower moment like this, it's not like this is like some out of the blue, like, what do you mean I'm not supposed to be here? Usually you've been given clues over and over and over again along the way. And being the stubborn as humans that we are, we just don't accept the clues. We're like, no, that can't be right. At a certain point, the divine gets tired of messing with you, and they're just like, dude, I'm taking this away from you. I'm going to force your hand. I'm giving you no choice but to move on. You ain't supposed to be here. That's what it feels like to me. In your actual advice, Taurus, we have the Eight of Pentacles, or the Eight of Coins in this deck, the Page of Coins, the Fool, Temperance, and the Seven of Wands. Now this Eight of Coins, this is Virgo energy again. I've seen Virgo out here a few times. I've got this King of Pentacles out here. We just saw the Hermit, both Virgo cards. Now we have more Virgo energy here with this Eight of Coins. This is a card of work. It's about putting in the work on something, putting in the time, the effort, and the energy on something, or at the very least being willing to put in the work, time, effort, and energy on something. This is about you putting in the work on yourself, focusing on you. Looks like you have some opportunity about to present itself. This Page of Coins, pages are messengers. This is news and messages of some practical, tangible opportunity presenting itself to you. A lot of times for me, this represents planning for the future. So you're being instructed here to put in the work on planning for your future, put in the work on your stability. This is the work that pans out into the Nine of Pentacles, where you're single and you're prosperous and you're abundant in your own right, with or without anybody else. You don't need anyone to physically take care of you. This is about you putting in the work on you. And when you do that, a new opportunity is going to present itself to you. Next we have the Fool. Again, first card in the major arcana. It's already out here in your person's most likely actions. This is taking the leap of faith on something. Card 0 of the major arcana. Again, that 0 represents absolutely nothing and the potential for everything all at the same time. The potential for everything. As long as you put in the work, the time, effort, and energy into this, this can turn into everything for you. You have some opportunity for a new beginning at something about to present itself to you. This is about you going for that opportunity. Just saying, you know what, I don't need to know exactly what to do from beginning to end. I'm just going to go do this. I don't need to know exactly how it's going to work out. I will figure that out as I move along. It's about you just moving along, you putting the work in on that. Next we have Sagittarius energy with the Temperance card. This is a card of patience. It's a card of assimilating changes in something. It's about being patient. It's about blending things together little bits at a time, not being in a big hurry, not being in a big rush, being willing to be patient and put the work in on this. Yes, you have to get started. Yes, you have to take the leap of faith and go for it, but you don't have to rush through it. You can totally be patient here. This is about blending things together little bits at a time, being willing to pause and take a step back and look at the big picture of how is all this working out, and then come back in and make some fine-tuning adjustments to it as you move along. Final card we have in your advice is the Seven of Wands, Leo energy. This again is a card of being walled off and defensive. It's about defending your position on something, defending your stance on something. This card is about you fighting for what it is that you want, fighting for your desires, fighting for what is important to you, what you believe in. This is about you standing your ground against this person. When they come in pretending like they're trying to heal this, pretending to be this kind, generous person so they can get this new beginning with you, when really all they really care about is what they want. They don't care about what you want. They care about themselves, which is why they're so stuck in their head right now, grinding on all this. They're trying to figure out, how do I get what I want? This is about you defending your position, standing your ground against them, and fighting for what you want. Now, if you still have questions that you want answered about this situation or your relationship, click on any of the videos that just appeared on your screen right now. And when you do, you'll be taken to more Taurus love readings that can give you more insight and more clarity about what's really going on in your particular situation. And I'll see you in the next video.